Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. Brooks outside. Oh, Harris with the block. And he gets it back. On target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. Yeah, you know, nobody really considers Tobias Harris as an elite defender, but by all accounts, he's an above-average one. Opposing teams know that he's one of the best defenders on their team.
Here's Grant. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Grant, a 6'11" wingspan for Tobias Harris. That's a big bonus for him on defense.
It really is. I mean, and you combine that with Harris's lateral quickness, and you can see the effect he has. Most people gloss over his defense with the eye test, but all the numbers say that he's very much a positive on that end of the floor.
Oh, stolen by Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Harris. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pass to Hayes. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Left side, Morant. On the take. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yep, that one's good.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to Brooks. Now here's Oladipo. Oh, almost had a four-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Sometimes it's about presence, and Oladipo has it. Really willing himself to the line and going right into the defense that time. He forced the foul.
The 76ers making a switch here. The last one's off. They'll settle for two. The Sixers trailing. Driving to the basket. A nice shot by Milton.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
On the wing, Brooks. Launches it. The 76ers making a switch here. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first. Pass to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
To the middle. Here's Howard. Morris with it. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Six to shoot. Hachimura left side. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Major posterization right there, guys. Defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Here's Maxey. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Williamson penetrating. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
First free throw is good. And the 76ers making a change here. And so he hits both. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way, right? Highly effective.
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there.
Driving inside. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Brooks. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Williamson. Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer! Wow. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Grizzlies out in front, up by 10. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies. Grizzlies. What do you think, guys?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Grant, you and Scottie Pippen were two of the pioneers for the point forward role. Now almost every team is looking for that guy.
NBA, it seems like every team has that guy. And it speaks to how the game has changed and grown through the years. See, now in this era of positionless basketball, you need players who are multidimensional, players who are versatile, players who can dribble, pass, shoot. They can play multiple positions on defense. That's what's needed in today's game for success. So yes, you see a lot of that on teams throughout the NBA. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Brooks. Up top, Morant. Into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's Brooks missing.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Pass to Maxey. Back to Hayes. Outside Ingram.
Oh, what a throwdown! Nice. Hey, guys, really easy to see why Ingram was the second pick in the 2016 draft with plays like these.
There's Jackson with the three. Three-pointer, Brooks. Drops in the three. Brooks has got his third basket on the night right there.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Nice move. Hayes. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
And if you're a fan of Memphis, you have to love what the Grizzlies have done to rebuild this roster. Of course, it started with the selection of Jackson Jr. in the 2018 draft.
Well, not satisfied to just make the NBA All-Rookie first team. Jackson Jr., who's dealt with injuries, continues to add to his game at a rapid pace, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., coming in, we knew from his time at Michigan State that he really could stretch the floor and also that he could guard multiple positions. But now he's becoming a better rebounder and a better playmaker. He still has some work to do in both areas, but the effort is there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, for Victor Oladipo, the #2 pick in 2013, it took him 5 years to achieve stardom. After serious injury, he's working his way back. And he said, quote, "If you worry about other people's opinions, you lose yourself a bit. I need to focus on my team and myself. To be one of the greats, you got to take it one day at a time." Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. Good stuff there. Timeout called, the 76ers. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Now here's Hayes. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one to halt the run. And the layup is good.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Oladipo. Oh, stolen by Harris. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's the three. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Launches a three. Grant outside. Back to Brooks. And here's Grant. Brooks outside. 5 to shoot. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Oladipo on the wing. .110 left in the second. And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
This Sixers squad is struggling. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
And of course, we talk about Williamson's rare physical traits. But you look at his skill set, the ball handling, the passing, the court vision. He is oozing with talent. He is so advanced for his position at his age.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Melton. There's the three. Howard grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Melton. Knocks down the triple.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up three straight from beyond the arc right now.
And the basket by Williamson.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Morris. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Ingram. No good from 18.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Grizzlies just dominating this one. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Morris can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Ingram on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. Memphis with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. And it's Oladipo off the drive. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. You know, Grant, with the pace of the game today, we know speed kills. In your mind, who's the fastest player going end to end?
And that's a tough one right there, B.A. There's some great players in the open floor with the basketball. I think of Ja Morant, Russell Westbrook, Kemba Walker. But I have to go with Donovan Spider Mitchell. So good, so fast, so effective.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 15. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Morant. He has 6. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. For three, Oladipo.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Ingram's got 8 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, this season started later out of necessity, but there's been talks of permanently pushing the schedule back. Avoiding overlap with football would be a plus, but on the other hand, guys, the players who are parents, they want summer breaks with their kids too.
Yeah, that's a lot to consider, Allie. Good stuff there. We'll see how it shakes out. Here's Ingram. Puts up a three. The shot no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Grant with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. Count it. He's got 6.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Now here's Oladipo. Give him 8 points now. Takes it inside. Ooh, it's slammed in by Oladipo.
Wow, the athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time.
Well, you got to have some hang time if you're going to pull off that 360, and he certainly has some.
Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Grant outside. Pass to Oladipo. Again, the miss by Oladipo. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than... Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Oladipo outside. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Oladipo's got 13 points. And you know, Grant, it's amazing to think that coming out of high school, Morant wasn't even ranked by the major recruiting services.
And what's really funny is that his college team, Murray State, actually discovered him by accident. One of the team's assistant coaches went to a camp to see a different player. Of course, Morant fell in love with the school's community during his visit and committed on the spot, canceling his official visit to South Carolina.
From the low block. And it's Hayes with the bucket inside. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Oladipo outside. Pass to Melton. The three ball. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass, right where it needed to be.
And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. And the 76ers will have a different look here. To the wing on the left. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. First one falls for him. Good on both. 20 seconds left in the third quarter here. Floats one up. Morant with the bucket, getting it done inside. Give him 8.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved and on-time, on-target passes.
Count it, good. 8 seconds left in the third. Pass to Melton. Fires for 3. Drains the triple.
Boy, an outstanding combo guard who distributes it well. Oladipo is consistent at sharing the wealth.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's the Grizzlies now. Well, Grant, one area where we've seen great advancement is how we're seeing injuries treated. The rehabbing of these injuries and the speed in which players are coming back is unprecedented.
It really is, BA, and certainly I've experienced my fair share of injuries. And over the last 20-plus years, the advancement and not only treating injuries, but preventative measures so you don't get hurt. And so teams now, whether it's load management, understanding the importance of nutrition, rest, recovery, all of these things factor in to the sophistication level now that's applied to players. And so, in a way, I wish I was 25 right now in today's NBA with all the technology and sophistication available to teams. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fires the three. The second effort. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And here's Memphis now. Pass to Melton. Back to Morant. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. The kick out to Morris. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Pass to Morris. Three-pointer. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, in most games, he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Morris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Well, Brad, you've seen the NBA from just about every angle. As a player, a broadcaster, and now an owner. Has your perspective changed over the years about the NBA?
You know, BA, my perspective definitely has changed. For so long, you only saw things through the lens of being a player. Now, as a broadcaster working with you and in ownership, you see a whole different side to the league. I understand the business aspect, the incredibly difficult decisions that the league has to make, but also each individual franchise. It's not as easy as maybe I thought it was as a player, but I certainly have a healthy respect for the incredible decisions that are involved in this game.
Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions are must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Now here's Ingram. Back to Simmons. Williamson outside. Fires the three. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Williamson's got 21. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Simmons with it. Guarded by Morant. Maxey, that's good.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Now here's Morris. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his third foul of the game. Now, Grant, you were involved in a sign and trade deal from Detroit to Orlando, but you don't see that tactic as much anymore.
You know, you really don't, B.A., but there's a reason for that. First and foremost, players today have a lot more control over their destiny. And also, teams are not going to wait until an elite player is in their final year and they don't have a firm commitment and belief that that player will re-sign. In a lot of cases, teams will trade that elite player before he enters his last year of his deal, for fear that they may lose him for nothing in free agency.
He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Melton. Soft touch off the glass.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
And here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kell.
Know what I mean? Can't go, can't. I be the charge.